All right, guys, so welcome to the habit tracker. I'm going to kind of break these videos down into sections just because I filmed one at the beginning. It was like 20 minutes long, so I'll kind of break it down for you just to make it easier to follow along with. So I don't want you to focus on anything else on this page, the brain dump, the focus funnel, anything on the left-hand side here. We're just going to be talking about this section here, which is the habit tracker, okay? This big box here, everything you see here on the screen. So when you first load up the habit or the dashboard, it's going to show Monday through Sunday. Here, days, weeks, months, and quarters. If you click on them, it's going to take you to the weeks tab. It's going to show all 52 weeks. Same for the months. It's going to have all 12 months, and then the quarters as well. You're going to see everything here, okay? So I just wanted to show you what that looks like. Here is a button. When you click this, something is going to happen. I'll explain later on, but that is a button that you can click. And then if you click this drop down here where it says new weeks, months, and quarters, just click that little arrow. And it's going to drop down some more buttons for new week, new month, and new quarter. And again, I will get into that later on. I just giving you a quick overview. And then here under databases, if you click the list, it's going to have your database here, which is where all your days will show up, all your weeks will show up in a table format, your months, quarters, as well as your habit tracker. So every habit you do is going to be recorded, and then just your main habit dashboard. And I'll show you how all of these work here. Pretty simple, but just want to give you a quick overview. Mainly what you're going to be doing here is you're not really going to be messing around with any of the weeks, months, and quarters. All of your work is going to be done for the most part on this section here on the days. So again, I'll explain this, but if you click, let's say today's Monday, I click Monday, you're gonna have all these entries here, which you'll have to do. And then here's the habits, which are more buttons, okay? So really quick, I'll just kind of just run through one as an example. Today, let's pretend this is the first week of January, first week of the year in 2025, okay? So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna click the 30th because that's week one. It's technically December, but we're in the first week of the year. So that's week one. Months, we're gonna go January, and quarters, we're gonna click Q1. So that's kind of how you set that up there. This daily progress, you don't have to do anything. This will automatically populate, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. And then this complete status here as well. You can leave that for now. And then this is just the day of the week, the day number. So it's Monday's the first day, Tuesday will be 2, Wednesday will be 3, and so on and so forth. Now, for Monday, here's all my habit buttons. I'm gonna click on the Monday button, and you're gonna notice that these two are gonna populate. Okay, so I have 2 habits in here right now just for Monday, and this is what this looks like. So all I have to do today is work out, and I have to go sugar free. So let's say I did that, perfect. You're gonna notice this little bar here is now at 100%. If I only did one, it would show 50. So it's automatically kind of factoring that in, okay? So perfect. So there's my Monday done. Now Tuesday, same thing. We're gonna go back here, select the Tuesday. Let's go weeks. We'll go week 1. Months, it's gonna be January and Q1, okay? That's perfect. And then here, I'm gonna select my Tuesday habits, and you'll notice it's gonna be a little bit different. There's more of them. That's how I've set that up. And I'll show you how to set that up in a moment, but yeah, that's how it looks. So let's just say I do 4 to 5. I actually had a donut. I had some sugar, so I'm not gonna check that as complete. You'll notice my daily progress is at 80%. Perfect. So let's do Wednesday, same thing. Let's go first. We're gonna go still week 1. We're still in January, and we're still in Q1. Perfect. And then I'm gonna click my Wednesday button, and it's gonna load these 4. So let's just say I did all 4 today. Perfect. And when you're trying to get out of this box, you can just hit either, you can exit like, well, if it's a pop-up, you can click outside of it like that, or you can just click the close button and it'll exit out of the view. So Thursday, same thing. Let's just do this really quick. Second, we'll do week 1, January. So you get the gist by now. It's kind of pretty straightforward. And then I'm gonna click my Thursday button. It's gonna load these. Let's say I did 3 out of 4, so that's 75%. Friday, we will go third, weeks, months, and quarters. And then I'll click my Friday button this time. And today I did all of them. I meditated, I worked out, I walked, and I journaled. That's perfect. Saturday, I'll select the date. And by the way, this date, like when you select the date, when it's empty like this, it's going to automatically show today's date. So as you can see, like I'm in August right now. It's August 2nd today on a Saturday. But just for the purpose of demonstration, pretending we're in the very first week of January, that's why I'm going all the way back. So that's the 4th. We're still in week 1. And this is January in Q1. Perfect. And then I'm going to click my Saturday button. It's going to automatically load it for me. I didn't work out today, so I did 3 to 4. Close that, and then Sunday, let's do the same thing. So Sunday, perfect. Week 1, months January, and quarters Q1. Okay. Click my Sunday button. And today I did everything. So I'll check all those off. Awesome. So that's my first week all done. Now what you want to do is every time you're in a new week, so this is week 1, you have to do it once, go to the week tab. You can see here it's already populated, it's already tied in with week 1, it's showing 90%, and that's the overall progress of this week. So I have a couple hundreds, an 80, 75, overall it's pretty good. So that gave me about 90% total, and you can see that bar here. But if we go to months, there's nothing, 0%, and quarters is 0%. That's because what you're gonna have to do is, once you have a new week entry, just click on the week, and you're just gonna have to assign it to the specific month. So I'm gonna go January, okay? So now it's assigned to January. And if I go back to months, now we're seeing that progress for January, 90% so far. But quarters, still nothing because we didn't assign it. So let's go back to the weeks now. You can honestly leave it as that. What you want to do now is go to the months tab, click on the January, and you want to assign quarters to Q1. Okay, boom. Now it's all set up. So back in the quarters, and now this is all synced in as well. So that's kind of what you have to do. Every time you're in a new week or even a new month, you just might have to go and, hook this up. So I'll hook this one up as well. Let's go. This is still January. We can close that. Months, you don't have to do it for this point because you can see here it's already synced in, and the quarters as well, okay? And right now it's at 45 because technically week 2 is 0 because I didn't put anything in there yet. But that's essentially what you'll have to do. And then once you're done with the week, you just want to hit complete, and you'll notice it completely disappears. And I'll explain that in a future video, but it completely disappears from your view. And that is because it is dependent on 3 factors, okay? So for it to move on and just delete itself like that, it has to be, you have to have the complete check-in or complete button checked. You have to assign it a week, and it has to have a date. Okay, so if I just remove the week, for example, and if I click complete, it's not going to disappear. You have to have all of those 3 things there. And the reason why I did it that way is just so that you're not making any mistakes and accidentally completing. It's only going to delete once it's fully done. So for me to make this completely disappear, I just have to enter in the week again, which is week 1, and now it's gone. So you're going to want to do that for all of the rest of them. Boom, boom, and now they're completely gone. And now we're going to be in week 2. So what you want to do is just click the new days button, and boom, a brand new set shows up. So you're going to start completely over again. You're going to go assign it the correct dates, which is going to be the 6th. This time, instead of week 1, we're going to select week 2. Months, still January. Quarters, Q1. And then rinse and repeat. So today's Monday. I did these 2, and that's pretty much how that part works. So, and let me know, and like I said, we already did this, but you'll have to go into week 2 now and pretend this was not assigned. So just go back in, give it a month, which is going to be January, and you are all set. Let me know, guys, if you have any questions, but that's just the first part of this section.